So it's nearly 10 years you've been here now. Was playing in England something that you'd always wanted to do, or was it something that just came later in your career?
No, obviously, I think it's always I wanted to do it, and probably most of the Spanish players, as we've been seeing for a long time, they love coming here and experience the intensity of football, the passion of the football, and I think it's massive for us.
Yours was a great lesson in never giving up, because you got so close to the Premier League so often, and then when you did eventually make it, when you were a veteran, weren't you at the time?
Very veteran.
Was that quite an emotional moment to make it?
Yeah, it was very emotional, because obviously we were really close for different in different seasons, but obviously as older you get, you think that you're not going to have the chance to play in the Premier League, and obviously when it came, it was very emotional.
Do you look back on that as perhaps one of the fondest times, that particular promotion?
Yes, probably, yeah. Probably it was the best moment that I had maybe in my career, because it's a lot of sacrifices, not just myself, the family as well, and where the club was fighting and everything in the right place to go up I think was so important for us.
That's an interesting point you make about the family, because you've obviously settled here and made a good home for yourself, but do you need the family to be right behind you and to make those sacrifices?
Yeah, especially when you move into England in the wettest summer in the last 40 years. You know, it was raining every day, but I think family helps you to come back home and feel home. You know, if you come back home and family, they're not settling well and they're not adapting well, it's very difficult for the footballer.
Was it easy to adapt? And if it was or wasn't, was there anything in particular that helped?
No, I think it was easy to adapt. Even we didn't speak any English when we came. Even like you have to adapt to what you eating, how you communicating to people, the weather. But I think at the end of the day is what you want, and we wanted to adapt to the culture. We wanted to adapt to people, to everything that it was related to Brighton and to England. And I think that's when you come in with a good attitude, I think it's much easier.
Yeah, and the fans obviously took to you as well, and we saw over the years how close you became to them. Was that an integral part of it?
Yeah, obviously. I mean, at the end of the day, love is so important, and to feel love, it was massive for me, and it helps to the players to perform on the pitch, and it helped me massively as well.
And the mural, who can forget the mural?
Yes, that was very, very special. Even like I couldn't go around there because I felt embarrassed, to be honest myself, but it was really special as well.
Did people back home in Spain know about that? Did it make headlines back there as well?
Yeah, obviously. You know, it was especially to see someone who is not from here to getting that much attention from, you know, I mean, from the fans and from everyone in the town. It's nice for them to see it, and as I said, very special.
And that came towards the end of your playing career.
Yeah.
After that finished, did it feel like a natural sort of progression to try and get into the coaching staff?
Yeah. I never thought I was going to get that quick into the coaching. Maybe just to see what was, you know, I mean, my future, where it was going to take me. But they gave me a chance, and I just thought like, yes, take it. And I've been so lucky, not just because the club gave me the chance, because Graham and the other staff, they helped me massively to go through that transition, and it's been an amazing journey for me.
What are your strengths on the training field then? What do you particularly do?
No, I try to help Graham, obviously, on the training sessions especially, but I think his leadership is just amazing, because he allows to each one of us to help as much as we can. We've got freedom to contribute with whatever our knowledge or experience that we have, and I think it's so easy to be around the building, because as I said, his leadership is great.
He seems to have a lot of calmness about him, and that seems to sort of transpose down onto the playing staff as well. Is that something that you feel is one of the keys to his success in a way?
Yeah, I think so. Obviously, he's a really clever man, and he's as I said, leadership, it's great. And after how he transmits to every single, not just players, you know, everyone in the staff, it's key, because everyone feels free to develop themselves, but at the same time not have any fear about making mistakes. And we can see that on the pitch as well with the players. You know, I mean, they're not scared to do anything and to be brave. And like, for example, last game against Arsenal, where we were defending high, man to man, and I think it's amazing how they've been playing.
And is that trust as well? He trusts everyone, I guess, and puts that trust onto the players.
Yeah, exactly. I think trust is maybe that characteristic is key for leadership, and he does it.
The training ground's coming on all the time. I mean, you were telling me before we spoke on camera that there wasn't really a training ground to call your own when you first moved here, and you look now at the facility. Does it feel like the club it's just been growing and growing since you came here?
Non-stop. Obviously, I didn't experience the within before. Yes, we trained there because we didn't have a training ground. But the club is, 10 years, the last 10 years has been amazing. Obviously, that shows that, Tony Bloom and Paul Barber and everyone at the club has been doing a great job. The vision is there, and we're just trying to work daily to make those improvements. And I think we are in a great place, and we want to keep improving every day.
Yeah, is that the ambition, just steady improvement? Because the higher you go, the harder it gets, isn't it?
Yeah, obviously, and the margin gets smaller and smaller. But I think as we've been doing is focusing on what we can improve every single day. And the club has been doing it, the team has been doing it, and I think our aim as a coaches as well is that the team can keep developing themselves, not just as individuals, as a group as well.
Excellent. Now this is going out before Manchester City.
Yeah.
Pep Guardiola tried to sign you as a player. Tell me the story.
He didn't actually. Obviously, I was one of the options, but yeah, obviously, just being there in that list, it was very special for me, and I think obviously probably for me the best manager I ever seen. Just think about you and thinking that you could be a player for him. It was an amazing experience.
So how old were you then? What stage of your career was this?
I was 28.
Yeah.
I was 28, and obviously I was playing for Almeria in Spain in La Liga, and it was my last year at Almeria, and that when they were looking for a right back at Barcelona, and I came up as an option.
Yeah.
But it didn't happen, and listen, that's life.
But it's nice to have been talked about in those terms, isn't it? Because what Pep did at Barcelona was incredible.
It's incredible, I think it changed what Barcelona was used to the last few years. And obviously winning titles, a lot of teams they win titles, a lot of coaches they win titles, but the consistency of his performances, the consistency of his all the titles that he's been winning, it's amazing. We can see that not all the teams they able to keep performing at that level, and he done it.
Do you speak to him when your paths cross in the Premier League?
Yeah, we try. Yeah, especially sometimes it's difficult because the heat of the moment.
Yeah.
But yeah, we always try, and he's always really nice with me and really polite. Not just him, all the staff, and obviously we are from Catalonia, and it's we've got good connection, and because we've got the national team in Catalonia.
Yeah.
That is not official. But my first game, it was his last game.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And for me, Guardiola was always an idol because he was going through the academy in Barcelona.
Yeah.
And all of us as youngsters, we were looking at him as an example. He was playing. He was 18 when he first started playing for the first team.
Yeah.
And it was amazing. For me to meet him.
Yeah, fantastic. The Spanish influence in the Premier League now, it's quite impressive when you look about it, and when you consider the various managers and the various players that have ended up here and the mark they've made in this country. Yeah,
I think there is a big influence, and I think, as I said earlier, we like the English culture, we like the English football and the passion that there is here in England. And I think the players, not just players, as you said, coaches as well, they having a big influence in the football, and just trying to help tactically as well in the English football. And we had great players here, great Spanish players.
Yeah, but it's not just the English football, is it? You brought the Spanish game to England in a way, haven't you?
Yeah, obviously, I think there is a nice mix of football in England, and it's, I think, helps to develop. It's like what will happen in Spain with Holland, with Johan Cruyff when he came, and other coaches before him, and they brought the Dutch culture and the Dutch football style into Spain. And I think that is just other coaches, Spanish coaches, they bring in that into England, and it's not just Spanish, it's other countries that they bring in their culture as well.
Do you see that in the training ground with the academy teams and the development teams? Do you feel that English players are playing in ways that maybe have been originally brought from Spain, and then before that Holland?
Yeah, obviously. I think it's a nice mix now I think at the end of the day you have to get the best things of each culture and try to mix it and get the best performances that you can get, and get to the English players, get that tactical awareness that other countries they work much more, like Italy or like Spain, and you can put together that with the quality of an English player, the strength of an English player. That makes the English player much more competitive.
Interesting. Come on then, where do you see Bruno in the future? I mean, do you look too far ahead about where you want your career to go and what you still have in terms of ambitions in the game?
Everyone has ambitions, but for myself, I'm trying to approach as I did when I was a player, just trying to improve daily, and let's see where the future is going to take me. I just try to be ready for whatever comes up. I'm enjoying a lot what I'm doing now. I'm enjoying a lot what I am. You know, I mean, that's home for me, and working with Graham, Billy, Bjorn, everyone in the staff. It's amazing. I'm learning every day.
Excellent. Very diplomatic answer as well. Very
Thank
good.
you.
Brilliant.